And I'm gonna hop over to this screen. Okay. I think we're ready. Let me see if it's good. Okay, should be good. And I'm gonna post about it on Instagram. Subscribe. All right. Okay. I had the post ready, so I didn't have to worry. Okay. Hope the music is low enough for you guys. And you can hear me well. So welcome. Oh man. What a time it is. See. Let me just make sure I am streaming on YouTube. Because that would be quite unfortunate. Would it? Channel. Hey, okay, we're live. Awesome. Okay, welcome. If you're watching this now or later, hello. My name is Ariana, but you can call me Barry, and I am a designer, but I do hand lettering art for fun, hoping to turn it into a full-time career. So, without further ado, we are gonna start today's stream a little bit different than I've normally started it. As you can see, blank screen here, nothing on this canvas, as we're gonna be sketching the entirety of this quote I'm doing live on stream. So I know on YouTube you can't see the full quote, but on Twitch you can. So it's gonna be a quote from this anime called Dungeon Meshi or Delicious in Dungeon, and by Lyles, eating is the sole privilege of the living. Pretty fun quote. I love this quote. I think it's a lot of truth in this quote. And yeah, we're gonna do the full thing on stream. So we're gonna come up with the composition. It's gonna be really messy in the beginning, but promise we will get to a nice finalized sketch. I have a vision of what I want the sketch to look like. So as long as as long as we are able to come up with a really good concept for the quote and how everything will be laid out, everything should kind of come simple, and then we'll add some other fun stuff. I'm planning to add some illustration of the food. If you're familiar with the show, it's pretty much about eating in a dungeon, and all the fun meals that they get to make, which is mostly a lot of monster meals. So pretty fun. There's a lot of sketches of the meals in the manga, and obviously the show. So we're gonna use that as inspiration to make some of the pieces. All right. So I think Lyles looks a little small. I'm gonna make him a little bit bigger so you could see him a little bit more. We need to see his face. I love him. Probably one of my faves. Second would be Senshi, and then probably Marcel. Can't forget about that girl. She does work. So yeah. So this is gonna be a really scary stream for me, as I'm usually more comfortable drawing from like paper sketches. So this is gonna be fairly new. I do have some paper sketches near me, and then I also have some fonts. You see, I have some like fonts I'm gonna be kind of eyeballing so that I can use some of these as inspiration as I draw some of the letters. So here is some other font. These are some like old like how you say, just like lettering pieces I have found from other artists, and I'm gonna be using them on stream today. So pretty exciting. So yeah, it'll be a very chill stream and hopefully play some games later. And yeah, so what am I gonna start off with doing? So actually, let me see. I might have to switch my screens for this. I'm gonna take a picture of this really janky sketch. Like, I'm talking janky. And for anybody, don't know if I have my phone. And for everybody thinks that this comes natural, ooh, this takes practice. As a sketch is, yikes. It is a rough sketch. Okay. So let's see. And the only reason I'm doing this is to kind of help me with a starting point. I'm a pretty good thumbnailer on paper, but I feel like I fare thumbnailing here. So I'm gonna lay out some ways to, might pop up on my screen of my janky sketch. Should pop up. Oh, now you're just seeing everything. Okay. All right. Give me a moment. Oh, what the heck? Okay. My app crash, but that's okay. Let me just add it back. Insert photo. So blurry too. Didn't even take a good photo. All right, let me add the app back. And say close. Okay. Welcome in. If you're just joining, hello. Let's see, 97. And you're about to see the most ugliest thing ever. All right, let me add it back. All right. Oh my god, it's scary. I know this is the quickest sketch I made. It's blurry, but I promise by the end of this, it's gonna look fancy, okay? So the first thing I'm gonna do, from me personally, I know this may not be everybody. Some people will just kind of go ahead and start sketching. I like to lay out some guidelines and bounding boxes. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna lower this layer quite a bit and start laying out some boxes. So yeah, this will probably be a very talkative stream since I will kind of try my best to walk you through everything. I'm gonna keep it the same size, but I'll probably blow it up when I'm ready to. And then yeah, I don't know if you could see it here, but it says is the here. I'm just gonna keep these the size for now. Sole privilege. I'm gonna do this. I wrote of the kind of like underneath this, but we'll see. And then the living. And we're just gonna pull this up a bit. go up the sketch a little bit too. That's a little. That's a little bit. Okay. It's a little stretchy. I know. Promise. This is not what it's gonna look like. It's just to give me an idea where everything is gonna be. Okay. I'm actually gonna rotate this canvas. So give me a moment. I do want it on the longer end. Okay. All right. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and start drawing a little bit, very, very rough. I like to go in with a different color pen and just drawing some letter forms. Now, if you're sitting here, you're like, what the hell am I supposed to start drawing? What the heck? Like, I don't know what the letters look like. You can always start with like pretty basic, which is what we're gonna start off with. Very just lines, like the word. So it's just, oh, first we gotta change the pen. So I'm gonna use pen from this. And if you have questions of like the items I'm using, the brushes I'm using, feel free to ask me, let me know. But if you're stopping by, you're jumping in, you're like, what the heck is going on? I'm Bariii. I'm a hand lettering artist, and I am gonna be drawing a quote from Dungeon Meshi, or Delicious in Dungeon by Laios. We are gonna be doing the whole entire we're going to be drawing the whole entire thing on stream. So from conceptualizing, I'm kind of skipping the thumbnail arc with you and we're kind of going into just drawing. But I do highly recommend if you are starting out to just draw some thumbnails of different types of layouts and compositions. If you want me to go over that as well, I can happily do that too. But for this, we're gonna kind of just skip the thumbnailing because it's kind of gonna be very rough and messy. And we're gonna go right ahead to just start drawing layouts. I'm pretty good when it comes to composition, so this part is like really easy for me since I know kind of exactly what I want the word to look like. And I'll talk about how I kind of come up with compositions as we go through this a little bit, but I already have an idea of what this is gonna look like, as well as the fact that I do want, because if you're familiar with the show Dungeon Meshi, there's a lot of meals, a lot of crazy monster meals. So monster meals will kind of probably be over here maybe, kind of like incorporated on the sides, and then I'll just kind of keep that in mind, and then we'll go ahead and we'll kind of interlace the lettering and the typography of the quote into, you know, the word. So right now we'll keep it basic. And just gonna start drawing some type. So yeah, just really basic. So the first word is eating. And I'm gonna do sans serif. I think it's a great place to start. If you don't know what sans serif is pretty much just like bare bone Helvetica or Futura or Arial, like those fonts that don't have any fancy things on them. And we're just gonna draw the letter. And obviously in this case where I'm drawing these fairly large and then the font doesn't fit, that's okay. Beautiful thing about Procreate is you could just make it smaller. And these are just guidelines, so they don't have to be super perfect. But it also gives me an idea of like, okay, do I want the letters to be this big? I want them to be more squished. We'll talk about that more as we get through the quote. Right is every time I stream, I think it's this iPad, like, as I'm charging it, I start sweating. It's so hot. Oh my god. Anyway. All right, so privilege. I had a vision that this is gonna be a little scripty. So if you can do this, you can try. I'm thinking, I'm gonna do it. You can take a brush. You could take a calligraphy brush. I have some new brushes that I'm gonna try out. Yes, this one. And make a new layer. And you can just kind of make, oh, I'll make it a little bigger. Is it too big? Oh. Kind of make your own letters here. So they're not gonna be perfect, y'all. They're not gonna be perfect. So bear with me. So God, that's hideous. I don't know if how I want this to look, so we're gonna keep this basics. I'm gonna do. I can already tell I'm just gonna struggle. Okay, and so and if you say you're not getting like your lines to look as smooth, what you could do is, and I'll always mention it, to up the stabilization. So the stabilization on this line is good, but you can also put the pressure, or at least the streamline, and then the stabilization here to keep the line smooth. So it's like much more crispy. Now we have like a little bit of a cleaner line going. I still want it to be kind of free because I'm just sketching. So. And I'm kind of just doing this because like the style of drawing letters, because I'm familiar with kind of like brush pens and brush lettering. So if you're not familiar with brush lettering, or you're just like unsure, I will say that you want to go lighter here and then heavier when you come down. I will say that I feel much more comfortable doing this by pens, like actual pens, than Procreate, but with practice it can be easier. Oh my god. Riff. I'm like having a hard time seeing where the words are. Hold on. Village. Let me see. Let me just make sure I'm spelling the word right. Let's see. Okay. It's not great, but for now. And then I'm also gonna just add Supposed to be an eye here and an eye here. All right, this is extremely messy, and that's okay. So don't worry about it. And then of the, oops, and go a little lower. I'll just go back to the other brush. We do of, what we could do of the. So this is obviously pretty bad, or not, I wouldn't say pretty bad, but just a very, very messy sketch, and that's okay. The whole point is to kind of explore a bit and try to like figure out like kind of vibe you're going for, because I'm not sure if I want to have the scripty font, but we'll keep it. So I'm gonna just merge these layers. I'm gonna lower the opacity. Now we're kind of going a little bit with some more unified fonts and more unified structure of letters. So I'm gonna still use the same brush color. I'm gonna lower the opacity of the old layer like quite a bit. I think I can take this off. Now we're gonna add some weight to these letters. Give them a little something, a little something. But I do think I want to make this a little smaller. Just make this. That way I can fit more words, more of the word on the line. The more wider it is, the more... If you have a really long word, the wider the word is, the more it'll fit. And the more, well, I guess the more narrow the word will fit, the more narrow the word is, the more wider. No, the more narrow the word is, the more a longer word will fit on a line. The more wider it is, the longer the word. So you want to probably have like a narrower kind of style for words. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. You want to have longer words more narrow, and you want to have shorter words more wider. So this is a terribly long word, so I'm gonna make it a little longer, or make it a little more much. Man, my words today all over the place. All right, just do this a little bit, and I think for the serif letters, or at least the non-important letters, I think we actually should have done that first. So before we get into it, let me actually walk you through some of the things here of why some words will be basic and some words won't. So I'm gonna do eating is the soul privilege of religion. Now, for me, these words, I'll highlight a different color. These words are the most important, and then obviously you have these words that are not as important. So normally you'd want the ones in blue to be similar. I do think I want maybe is so privileged to be a different color, and maybe I'll actually keep eating and the living the same. I think I just have an obsession with drawing L's and I need them to have a little swoop. We don't have to do that. But we can kind of like, you know, fill it out first. And we can also just draw them two different ways. Let's say if we want to draw it in a nicer serif, sans serif style, or do we want to draw it with more scripty style? We can try that out. So now we go back to this. We can just, oops, is it helping? Oh. And the words are not as big, so I can spread them out a little bit more. I'm gonna add a little bit of weight to it. There is a style of font that I'd like to use. See if I can find it. Because I have like these, if you could see it on screen. They're like fancy serifs, but not so fancy. There was these others I saw that were really nice. I think I have it here. These are serifs, if you could see. But I don't think my camera focused because it's like on manual, but they have like kind of like nice designs inside the letters. So we're gonna try that. I'm gonna try that out. So this might be a little too chonky. A little too chonky. I'm gonna just fill this in for now. Now the A is like heavier on this side. I'm gonna fix this A, so now it is fancy. I'm kind of doing this on like 2 different layers. Let me see. I'm gonna just outline it here, but I'm gonna redo it here. So yeah, if you're ever like struggling to draw letter forms or certain style of letters, definitely practice drawing. Because I remember I used to really hate drawing. Used to really hate drawing serifs, but now they're not so bad. So you want to just get accustomed to knowing what they look like, but don't be afraid to use references, kind of like how artists use references to sketch. So don't be afraid to do that. Yep. I'm just gonna fill that in. And we don't want to spend too long on these. We're just trying to get the style. And I'm gonna move it over. It's really nice because while I'm sketching, which is kind of nice, like you could just kind of adjust the spacing between the letters. Oof, that's a dream. That's a dream. Do I have the T? I think I can eyeball how the T would look. Let me see if I can look it up. And I don't have all the letters, but let me try. We can kind of just make it up on our own. Just obviously this would be pretty thick down here. And the evenness of like, you know, the serifs and stuff, that can always be fixed later. Remember that this is like a rough sketch. So I do think that this T could be a little longer, so we're gonna try this again. But yeah, if you have any questions, if you're like, what the heck is you, what are you doing? What's going on? Feel free to ask. But we are just drawing some letters of a quote. I know the YouTube side of the short stream, they can't see what's going on of like what I'm really drawing, but I'm drawing a quote from an animated series. Delicious in Dungeon, which season 1 has ended. And if you've watched, let me know. What do you think of the show? Did you like it? Are you looking forward to season 2? Always fun to know because I love anime. I love talking about anime. But yeah, we're just drawing a quote from the show and drawing in real time. So I'm sketching the whole thing on stream. And if you have any questions about the sketch, about lettering art, about hand lettering in general, anime, feel free to let me know for ask. Yeah, normally I usually have a sketch prepared, but I haven't had one today, so we're doing the entire sketch on stream. And my sketches are a little slow, so like I do want to say when I see other lettering artists draw, it's usually very, very like quick or like not as time consuming. But you're seeing this in real time. It's not a little short reel, it's not a little video. This is like how I get the whole thing done. So It's time. But I am trying to be as quick as I can. I think normally, I think I probably, if I wasn't streaming, I think I'd probably finish this in like 3 to 4 hours. So we'll see how far we get here, but yeah. Oh, my computer is like laggy. What's happening? Mouse help. Oh, and the music isn't on. Let me try to put the music on. It's probably really low. Okay. Also, a really good tip, if you want to make sure all the letters are even, you could just, I love this, you could just copy, paste, and then we could just make sure that the letters are even. I'll do it like this. I think I'm just merging these layers, so it's fine. I'll just put them all on one layer. I just wanted to still have the skeleton, but it's okay. We could just redraw the skeleton in case I wanted to draw a letter. All right. The same thing goes. Oh, well, actually, we didn't draw the serifs. Didn't even draw the serifs. Oh, yeah, if you're wondering what the hell these parts over here are called, they are the serifs. They are what makes the difference of sans serif versus a serif letter. You can do these in various styles. And I'm already thinking about changing how these look, so we'll see. We'll see. All right. So for the N, a little tricky. Not all the letters. This is kind of an instant where this is like up and down strokes here. So this technically right here would be an upstroke. This is a down, and then this is a up, I believe. Forget. Hi Ash! Dungeon Mexico! Yeah! Dungeon Meshi. It's by Laios. Yeah, I'm hoping to also add some of the food illustrations from it. Like kind of draw a little bit of the food. I don't know. That's a whole addition I'm a little nervous about. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna have to like take a quick video on food illustrations. But I'm excited to see how that will come out. And if you're stopping by and you like what you see and you want to see more, God, this is like the cringy part, you know, but subscribe, follow the channels. Appreciate that. If you're on YouTube or Twitch, you may request the bread and jewel bugs. Oh my God, yeah, I wanted to draw those. Yeah, there's like the sorbet. Is that the sorbet one? Or is that just the separate? I think that's something else. Sorbet was fun. Yes, and click the notification bells. Appreciate it. But yeah, would love to know if you guys enjoy these things. If you guys are like, what the hell, this song? Or if it doesn't, let me know. I appreciate the feedback. I can take it. I can handle. Yep. Alright, the G. I'm gonna put this on a different layer. Anytime when I'm drawing one of these circle letters, I just fear they're not circle, and then, oh, it drives me insane. Now, they don't have to be circle, it just has to be kind of even, so it could be an oval shaped as well. I'm thinking for these size of the letters, they're not super, the E can be shrunken down a little bit, be a little bit narrow, but I think an oval shape would be okay. Something like this would be okay. Oh, yeah, we can do that. I'm gonna make it a bit too wider. Oops. Okay. Now normally actually it would be, I'm just feared that this is kind of too wide, but it's fine. So normally the letter to kind of be a little bit more rounder, but I just want to make sure it looks good with the letters. I think it'll be fine. Okay. I think this looks pretty good. I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit. Yeah, and trying not to spend too much time on these, just so we can get pretty good shape though. Yeah, I think this is not bad. Fill it in. Okay. All right, cool. I like how it looks so far. So we can move on to the yeah, I'm just gonna make these serif for now. Or not serif, I make them serif. It's very simple. And I'm gonna just use the I. Kind of make the basis for the other letters as well. Which is so helpful. Okay. I realized I don't have any water. Oh, and my tea. Forgot my tea. I'm sad. Go get my cup of tea. Alright. Oh. Well, we could just merge these together. I'm gonna take this word out. Oops. What did I cut? The sole privilege. Okay, so originally I want to make this a script. I think I still do. I have this very fancy script here. I don't know if I'm gonna use it. It's like super fancy. You can kind of see it. It's very, very brush stroke heavy, which is why I did my sloppy little brush lettering in the beginning. Still thinking about adding it. I'm probably gonna preview it to see if I like it. If not, we may just kind of keep these serif as well. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I think I want it to be, or do I want it to be more calligraphy type? I'm thinking. Yeah, let's try brush lettering it first. And if we don't like it, we'll do some calligraphy styled. The only reason is because when I think of dungeon and meshy, I don't really think of something very clean. I think of something really messy dungeons, you know, all over the place. So calligrapher's pen styled with kind of nothing too elegant, but something a little bit more scripty. And serifs kind of give this like, yeah, like an old style writing. Yeah, definitely very like traditional old style type of font. So we'll see. Not sure how I feel about it, but we'll try. So this script is not exactly what I just kind of drew it because it was the first thing that came to mind. So we're gonna try to draw the font I have here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the best at drawing with brush pens in Procreate myself. So we're gonna do our best to kind of make a little bit what I have here. And like I said, if you ever struggle with drawing the letters, there's no shame in like looking at other letters to kind of give you some inspiration. If you need a copy, or trace, I would try to do that very early, but not to stick with it too long. And try to like look at a letter and try to copy it. If you ever see like a lot of artists or lettering artists who like creatively copying, but if you ever see like artists provide like tutorials, it's usually like kind of like, I have something here, I'm looking at it while I'm telling you, but it's like the letters and then there's like space to draw the letters so that you don't obviously copy. But so you don't have to, but don't stick with drawing that kind of way for long. But there's nothing wrong, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to make sure that it looks good. Alright. Yeah, and then we are going to ink over this. Like, we're gonna draw these letters over, so they're not the final. And remember, it's still a pretty rough sketch. I am very heavy-handed when it comes to drawing on the iPad. So I gotta be like really careful. And I am drawing at a slant. So what I'm gonna do to help me out a little bit, I think it's this one. I'm gonna duplicate it in case I'm not happy with it, but am I distorting? Yeah. And I'm gonna just kind of with this. That way I know which the slants will hopefully be even the whole time. Yeah, let's see how that works. realize I'm stealing that later. I just want it to be perfect. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so ah. Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna up this. Oh, I didn't have any on. That's why. Not too much. Okay. This is where the perfectionist comes in. Ow. Okay. Oh god, it's like wonky. Oh man. Okay. I'll keep that for now, but I'm not totally happy with it, but oh god, I feel like it just that made it like so weird. Okay. Should I use a different pen? Oh, I like this a little bit better. Oh god, maybe I don't. Wait, hold on. Like so fuzzy. Flat brush. Oh, what's this look like? It's just a very basic flat brush. This is real time, like figuring it out. Like, because let me tell you, I'm like, huh? So this is a new brush pack I got, but oh man, I'm trying. All right, so we're gonna try. Oh, that's chonky. Pressure is real. Okay. Oh god, that's chonk. Oh man. Oh man. Oh my god, it's like huge. I'm gonna try to do this with the first bit of words. Okay. Okay. Oh. God, it keeps doing this like really weird thing. Like, oh God. Wait, can I make this small? Oh, now it's just small. Okay, well that's a little bit better. Oh God. Ah! Okay. Wait, one more time. Okay. I don't know how I feel about it, but it's okay. It's not that bad. It's not. We're gonna fix it, so praise be. Um, I if I had to pick a word or a letter rather that I hate drawing in script, I can't show it to you because I can't, because the camera won't adjust. Is the R in script. The R in script lettering is the bane of existence. It doesn't look like a R. I mean, it doesn't look like a traditional R that we know it, but like it's like this thing and it's like that. It's just, or it's got like this. I don't know. It's just it does look like an N. Make it make sense. It's just okay, so no. So I hate drawing it in script. It's like one of the worst letters I don't enjoy. I think we're gonna, the one I have here doesn't have a little loop, but we're gonna add one. So I guess. Oh man. Alright. The word will not fit. I already can say. Not happening. Oh man. I'm just gonna draw the G. And hope for the best. Alright. It's not perfect, but we will get there. I promise. It's I'm not sure how I feel about this P. But yeah. We'll fix it. Okay. So I think for the sakes of making my heart sing, we will try to do this right now. So we're gonna try to trace over the letters here. I'll probably no, I'm gonna use the same color, and we're gonna ink it. Kind of clean up some of the issues I'm having. So with brush lettering, up strokes and down strokes is the thing of these letters. Sometimes when you find fonts online like this, some of them wishy-washy. Sometimes it's hard to tell, or hard to kind of especially draw them in fonts like this. So we're gonna mimic it in hand lettering. So for me, this is a thinner stroke, and then we're going to make this a little bit thicker. So this is the upstroke, And then there's a downstroke here. And maybe a little up. I think we'll kind of keep the thickness here. Keep it small here. Maybe go further down, and then we'll make this chunky. So I'll show you what I mean. I feel like it's all turned around. I'm gonna try to draw it the way I have here and see if it's kind of silly to do it this way, but let me see. It just kind of doesn't make sense. Let's see if we can get close. Some tightening up we could do. Potentially. We'll fill this in. Okay, we finished the letter. Alright. And while it's not perfect, need to start in the right direction. Alright, and we'll keep going. Yeah, I think. Alright. Oh, hold on. Alright. So yeah, so we're just going over the letters that we did in brush lettering, and we're just cleaning them up a little bit to my liking. So we don't have all kind of inks and weird stuff happening. And this is a good opportunity to kind of like figure out how you want the letters to really look. The thicks and thins, are they even? And normally, anytime you're normally drawing or using a calligraphy pen, so just naturally you want to go down. You wouldn't draw this down first. You would go up and then down, up and then down. So I know there's like a weird thing happening here. And we might fix that off stream. I know it kind of looks a little funky. If you are enjoying the stream, especially on YouTube, you can like the stream, follow, bells, notifications, all that jazz. Would really appreciate it. Alright. Yeah, this kind of makes me think I should do the thicks and thins a little bit more. So this one is more thin here. Maybe I will go ahead and make them a little bit more. I think we're gonna go ahead and do that later, but I think we're gonna continue to try to even out the letters. So well, I guess this would be a thick action. That's how bad I am at drawing these. And then up here would kind of be like beginning of the sixth stroke. Like I did the opposite, which is pretty funny. Which is also totally fine if you want to also draw like inverse letters, like inverse. You just have to make sure it's consistent the whole way through. So if you're gonna do the opposites of like brush of like upstrokes and downstrokes, like your upstrokes are your thicker lines, and your downstrokes are your thinner lines. It gives a more kind of like funkier style letter. If that's what you're going for. It kind of makes me want to draw this over. Let me see something. I'm gonna try to draw it over. Oops. That is hard. I guess those strokes should kind of be here. Let me see if I kind of release some of the pressure. Like I said, I've never really mastered drawing with the brush pen, so sometimes I just don't get these very seamless. It's a little better, but I definitely personally want a little bit more thickness from here. So we might have something more similar to this. And while it's a little wonky, we will clean it up quite a bit. Now, I'm gonna take this off for a moment. Let's see if we can try to still not as thick here, but it's okay. Maybe we could just keep this down. Do another layer for this part in case I want to move it over. Kind of do. And I move the whole letter over quite a bit. Now, I didn't want to spend long on this, but it is what it is. Let's merge this up. That's okay. Yeah. And then alright. I'd say I'm pretty decently happy. Let's keep moving and groving through this. And we still got letters to go. Alright. Yeah, and this is all time to play. Like, maybe if I don't like how thin these are, I can always add some more thickness to them later on. So it can happen. Might want to make more space here, but we'll figure that out as we keep going. So move this over a little bit and then we get to the rest of the letters. The bane of my existence. This letter. Alright. And the best way to figure out how to have upstrokes and downstrokes for these is to get a brush pen of your own and to just draw these with the brush pen. And there are, at this point, so many calligraphy videos online. That's how I started out. And you can kind of like figure out how to draw these, each letter by pen, and it kind of will help you kind of understand, okay, this is how the letter's supposed to look. If I could, I'd love to do a stream on how to draw them, like overhead shot by pen. Maybe future. Maybe in the future. That'd be cool. Maybe I should add that to my goals. Do just like a general live stream of like drawing on pencil and paper, or brush pen and paper. Now we just want to kind of not rush through, but like get through these just so that we can figure out if it's a style we want. I know that the S is pretty big here, so we'll figure it out as we go. the V is also kind of weird here, so I'm gonna continue to do it the way I have it. I think I'm gonna just copy this. Paste. Oh, wait, what? No. Kind of do the same. I do think we actually want it to be a little bit different. For the sake of time, I'm going to copy this letter. We'll copy both of these letters. And copy pasta it all the way over here, and then I'm gonna cut this. I can move the letter a little here. I'm gonna copy the E again. Alright. As you can see, the words are struggling to be here, but it's okay. Let me see if we can make it fit on this line. I know soul, the S in soul is a little bit too big. We're gonna just make this a little too small. So it fits, feels more in line with the letters, and then we can give some a chance for all the letters to fit. So I'm gonna just, this is really great about sketching, is that doing this by paper is a little harder because you might have to retrace it with some tracing paper. Still a great experience, but nonetheless it's tedious. And then privilege is, oh my god, my letters are like all over the place. Privilege. Forgive my layers. It's a little crazy. Privilege. Definitely not going to keep this because the space here is just going to have to change. We'll add a G as we know will fit in these E's. So make sure they have a similar slant. Something like that. Let me see, the original G we had. This is so bad. Gotta mimic the style here. know if we're gonna add these cute little wash things, but I'll add them anyway. And yeah, complete my letter here. So that's not super close. Okay, now it looks like the shark's tooth. What the hell? Okay. Cool. Alright, it's not perfect. It took a long time for me to get here, but it's... yeah, I'm gonna just mark the places so that you know that this is crazy. So obviously this space here has to fill up. This L isn't the greatest. Actually, I'm gonna do this on a different layer. Oh yeah. Yeah, this space here. The L slant. Oh my god. And honestly, just the rest of the letters. We're gonna make it thinner. Yeah, just more thin. Just more thin lines. And more of like a thing like that here. Some more space. But I don't know if we'll keep this style of font, so we'll continue. I think we're gonna go back to the serif style we did here for the living. Just because I have a different style of like maybe we'll go through at the end, I promise. We'll go through when we finish the quote in its entirety. So now we're gonna just do the bottom row. Thanks, Ash. Thanks. Still a little messy, but we're working through it. Alright. Okay. So kind of like what we did before. Gonna draw letters. Skeleton form. And I am aware of the ghost in here. Because I drew this differently than I imagined. I'm just gonna put of the here. Think about adding that maybe there or somewhere else. Okay. I I won't add the NNG since we did eating already. Well, we already did the I. So yeah, we're gonna copy pasta this a bit. So just take the I here. Oh, I do want it to be the same size, so I will make this smaller. Alright, and I'm gonna take the I we have here. I'm gonna copy this. Oh, I don't want to do that. I'll copy this just so that we can have the shape but the size of the letters. I feel like I'm getting headphone head. Like headphone, like, oh. Like my headphones aren't tight, but I just feel like there's an indent happening on my scalp. This headphone life, wearing it every day is no joke. Take care of your scalp, guys. Don't get that indent head. Anyway. Gonna continue to add serif here, and then we should finish this soon. One of the things I'm thinking about for this is probably gonna take out the brush style. Maybe do a little bit more of a calligraphy style, but kind of a messier calligrapher style. So that way, oh, we need to add something here. I think it might work, but I do want to try it. So if I don't get to it in this stream, I will definitely show next stream what I come up with and kind of walk you through. I probably will just finish it up so we can move on to like a final sketch, as these are just rough. I think it should be heavier. It should be not as heavy. Let me see something. I just need to figure out whether these are thin. Like this is a thinner stroke. So an example. Yeah, I think I did it right. Yeah, if you're enjoying the stream, if you're curious about anything, feel free to ask. Let me know. Like the stream, comment. Well, not comment, but chat with me. or leave a comment in the videos. Follow me on Twitch or YouTube for more. Promise I'll post more often as I've been slacking. But yeah. Let me know your thoughts. If you're confused about what's happening on stream, you can always ask me. Or if you're just here to linger about, all good. Happy you're here. Happy you stopped by. I'm gonna just layer it over the letters because we're still gonna have to fix it, so that's okay. Now I'm thinking of the movie there. Where did I write that? Oh, here. All right. And now I'll try to fill in the gap a bit. Are the gaps? I am going to do something crazy. Oh, I didn't mean to add this line. Gonna move this down a bit. And then just see what this looks like. I don't think that looks good, but it's a try. I think what's really bothering me is this piece. So I'm gonna try something and to have the opportunity to use Procreate for this. I'm gonna try to make this a little bit bigger and have the P. Let me see. Okay, then. That looks like a monster. Jesus Christ. It doesn't really look like a P. It looks like something. I don't know how I feel about it. Let's see. Ooh, no. I don't think I like this P. It's like staring at me in a very strange way. So we're gonna change the way that looks. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't really like the letters here either, but like I said, I think the L needs to change since we did just copy it. Let's see if we can add a different type of P, just a stroke. Something like maybe like something more simple. Oh, okay. Okay, I think that's better. I like it. I think that's also my fault. I didn't really use the guidelines as much here. It doesn't feel very old style to me. So I think we'll do a little bit more research on some of these letters, and then I'll come back, have a little bit of a better style. But I think we'll keep it simple for now, just because that P was just not doing it for me. Yeah, it's definitely a lot better. You're closing up some of the space here. And we're gonna just figure out this R. I'm not very happy with the R, but yeah. So. We add back. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. Honestly, only I would know how to read these layers. It's so messy. Let me just add back. Oops. Nothing. Probably like I did with the first set of letters. We can add that like somewhere here and move this down. see. We'll just quickly add the maybe we should make these also sound. I'm not sure. I think so. Okay. It's just in my heart, I really want to redo the brush lettering, but we can do that. I'll do it off stream. You have to suffer again, but this is one sketch, and it may not be perfect, and your sketches may, if you ever do a lettering and sketch and it's not perfect, you can always know that it's okay. So you can always readjust, as I do here. I know this is a bit of a big space, so it's great. Yeah, I do think we'll probably make these a lot thinner. Let me see, I'll try it out a little bit here. I'm just gonna do the letters like so. Go a little shorter here. Do the 6 of it, and then for now, this was a little bit better. Just cause now the lines, now everything kind of lines up with the grid a bit, and I think it'll be a little bit better. Honestly, should have did it like this the first time, but I'm crazy, so it's okay. But yeah, I'll leave it here for now for this one. I feel like I want to come back with 2 style of sketches, probably this one and then another version, so you can see a little bit of what else it could look like. Maybe eating and living could also be script. Maybe soul privilege could be serif as well. I do have an idea to also add some embellishments into the in here, so to be like cute things like you know, like diamonds. Or something kind of like gems. Using like different shapes. I know that just looks like a circle now. Jeez. When I just this is so funny. Maybe like something more obvious. It kind of looks like a circle, but it's okay. Something like this. Something like that. It looks like polka dots. Promise it's not gonna look like that. We could also add some pretty interesting shading. We do like lines instead. All just ideas, but trying them out to see if they spark anything. So, but yeah, there are different styles we can try out. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it comes out later. Oh man. Oh. For now, I think we'll end it here, or at least for drawing, because I'm tired. But this was fun. All right. But if you guys enjoyed it, you guys had fun, or you guys are looking for something more, or you guys interested in seeing other things, let me know about the lettering stuff. I know we didn't get to kind of do 2 pieces, or to like, I know I took a little bit of time with this one, but hopefully by next stream we can revise 2 sketches that I'll do on stream, or that one I've done I'm gonna do off stream, and obviously this one. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Right, I'm gonna end it here on YouTube. Let me see. Ashley, are you free? Let me see if Jazzy's free. The game. If you guys are down. What goes on? Yeah. Alright, YouTubes. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for stopping by. I'm glad my camera didn't freeze. So hopefully I do not jinx it. But thank you guys if you stopped by. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for swiping up to my little stream. I hope to see you in the next one. Follow for more. I'll be back next Saturday. Maybe? No, yeah, I should be. I probably will stream next Saturday. So yeah. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace, peace. Bye, YouTubes.